Yes, I need to tell y'all a story. It's a great story. It's a story how I've been indoctrinated to video games since birth. Okay. So. My dad likes horror games, right?
Nice.
And he decided many moons ago that he was going to play, I think it was like Fear or Ring. I don't know what it is. That's a scary game, apparently. With the stereotypical little, small Japanese girl in the white dress with a really long black hair, okay?
Narrow
so at one
down.
point, it is the middle of the night. It is like 2 or 3 a.m., okay? He has an office, which is like, it was a closet, but it was repurposed into an office. Like, it has a desk and everything, and he's got his desk chair in there. But here's the problem. For his chair, it is not wide enough to fit out through the door opening, which is what saved my life, which is why I'm still alive, okay? So, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and he has just hit one of the scary parts, where he's going up a ladder, and like, this was the older games, so it's very stilted and jolted, and when you get on a ladder, the camera switched from being looking like down at the ladder to looking at the floor as you descended, like looking straight ahead as you descended. So, Dad is going down the ladder, and he sees in the hallway that he just left the little girl running towards him, right? Which is already scary on his own. So he gets down to the bottom and turns around. And at this point, little tiny angelic me has woken up because I'm thirsty. And so obviously, the most obvious thing to do is go to my father. So I go behind him and I touch his shoulder. Mother, stop laughing. I haven't even said anything yet and you're already laughing! So he can't stand it. He shoots out of his chair, except the desk is in front of him. So he can't go up too high. And the chair can't go back any farther. So, you know like in the Flintstones, where they do like the little running in place? That was what my father was doing. And he screamed. And the thing is I was not expecting this. So I started crying. Because I was scared. Because my father's screaming for no reason, obviously. My mother wakes up during this, of course. And proceeds to almost, I'm sure, piss yourself laughing. She's nodding her head, so I'm assuming that's exactly what happened. She's still laughing.
Oh my god.
The only reason I'm alive is because the chair would not fit through the doorway. Otherwise, he would have run my ass over.
Oh man,
that's glorious.
How I'm still lucky to be alive. There's a few more, but I figured I'd share them for later.
nice. Oh god.
Yeah, there's the Exorcist story.
NANI?
What's the Exorcist story?
Oh.
The Exorcist story is, oh yeah, this is a good one. Okay, so my father
Meet me in my room.
shift worked, so he was like on for 12 hours or off for 12 hours.
Yeah, we're in here.
Okay. But, he was home with me. I was the only one. It was his off day. And he was very tired, so he fell asleep on the couch. Well, there's 2 problems with this. Number 1, child in house. Number 2, my father sleeps very, very hard. So he wakes up hours later, And I'm sitting there in front of the couch, in front of his face, you know, baby babbling, because I don't know words.
I don't know words.
And so he's like, oh, so look at my cute little baby. And all of a sudden, I look him in the eyes and go, blah, 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 blah. And he goes from the couch across the room and is sitting there peeking around a wall, and I'm crying because I just wanted to play with my dad, and he's across the room in a split second. If my head had spun around, he would have left me and burned the house down.
The power of Christ compels you!
Be gone, demon!
Out demon! Out demon! Out demon! Demon out!
No, I did not do the sound adequately, but I don't know exactly what the sound sounded like, because I was little Babby. So...
Awesome!
So... yeah, those are the good stories. Yeah, okay, fine, Mother. The NesQuik story.
I like story time with Vash.
Since we had story time with Daggz, we now do story time with Vash. So, my little dumbass self, I still, to this day, love NesQuik. Okay? NesQuik is
hell yeah.
one of the bestest. I eat it with the powder. I will eat it with the spoon.
Yes.
So I'm not the only one who does that.
I know it's not healthy, but that stuff is like crack. Who needs drugs when I have NesQuik? Okay.
Yes.
So, again, this starts with my father, as a lot of these stories do, falling asleep on the couch.
No.
My mother is not here. My father wakes up, and it's quiet.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no.
It is absolutely quiet. He can't hear me. So he starts sitting up on the couch, and we have carpet, okay? He sits up, and he noticed these tiny little brown footprints.
Oh no!
From the couch back to the kitchen, and the kitchen was right across from the couch. There's a corner, and then it's the kitchen.
Tiny footprints.
And he sees several sets of these small little brown footprints going from the couch, right in front of his face, back into the kitchen, then back out from the kitchen to the couch to the kitchen. So he gets up, and he walks the 10 feet it takes to get to the kitchen and turns the corner. And I am sitting there, in my diaper. There is chocolate. There is NesQuik. I am a brown baby. The floor is brown. The cabinets are all covered in brown. I have a handful of NesQuik. The NesQuik container is on the floor. Filled out. There's shit everywhere. I have a handful of NesQuik. And I look up, and I see him, and I go, "But it's good, Daddy," and then proceed to stuff another handful of NesQuik in my mouth.
Oh, that's great!
That is a commercial right there. That is gold.
It is. He couldn't do anything about it at that point. So the best thing, obviously, he was laughing, is to take a picture. But other than that, to let me have my fun and then clean it up before Mama got home.
Awesome.
Smart man.
Yes.
Why is she bouncing off the walls? Oh, there's a story about that.
Because see, the thing is I was at home, which meant he was supposed to be watching me. Yeah, we know how well that plan went. He was supposed to be watching me. So yeah, that worked pretty well, obviously. Yeah. I was very active active little babe.
Oh,
I got
That's
into lots
great.
of stuff.
that is epic.
Here.
Cheers.
So now you know the Exorcist story, the NesQuik story, and the first time I almost died.
The first time I almost died.
There's probably a few other times that I can't remember that my mother would be glad to tell me.
Please do. Story time with Vash and Mom.
I'm sorry, what? I don't remember that story. What? Oh,
I want to hear it too. I want to hear it too.
Yeah. Okay, so, me and my brother, are very competitive, is I guess the best word to put it as. And so my uncle works at a school.
Okay.
And we went to the school with my cousin, my brother, me. It's three of us. We went to go play out in the playground. Well, you know the pull-up bars?
Yeah.
They had a few out there. And we were playing around on the swing set and on the little playground where there's like the slides. And we decided we were going to play tag. Well, the problem is my cousin's a little bit faster than me and my brother, so we don't usually tag him while we're playing tag. Don't laugh. Hush. We don't usually tag him, so we resort, as you do, to tagging each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, after like 5 rounds, someone gets pissed. Because that's always how it goes.
Always.
So, I tagged him. And he's very angry. Because we've been playing. And I won't go after Alex because he's faster than me, and I know a losing fight when I see one.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep tagging him. Well, he's mad. So he decides he's going to chase me. And it's no longer a friendly game of tag. It's now, get your ass back here so I can beat you. So I run away. And I turn around to look how far behind me is. To know if I need to go run for an adult. Or just, let it run its course. The answer was an adult, but that didn't matter because it didn't get to that point. Because you remember those pull-up bars I mentioned? Well, when I turned around looking at my brother, I headed straight for one.
Dear head meet post?
Oh, it was not head. I mean, technically it was head. I turn around at the perfect time to catch the metal pole with my teeth.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, these were adult teeth.
Oh, no.
So, I hit the pole, and I was wearing shoes. I hit the pole hard enough to launch my shoes 10 feet in front of me.
Oh, no.
Yes. I knock the wind out of. I cannot breathe for like. It was too. It wasn't actually that long, but to me it was like forever. Yeah. Regardless, stay. Because of this, I have like my front teeth have, what are they, like caps or veneers on them? I don't know what they are.
Oh, okay.
They're caps. My 2 top teeth, like 4 of my bottom ones. Yeah, it's And if I had not turned my head when I did to catch it with my mouth, I would have hit it with the side of my neck, which, if you can tell from how fast I was going and my shoes flew off,
You would have been a lot more damaged than your teeth.
it would have been time I died number 2.
Number 2.
It would have been very, very not good. Yeah, it was, an adventure. I don't like playgrounds, and I don't like pull-up bars.
I don't mean to snicker at that, but I picture your shoes flying off like a cartoon, and that got me snickering, and
I've had very eventful life. There we go. That's the best way to put it. Also, I would like to comment on. I'm just now noticing this, even though I've been sitting here for a while. All of y'all's rainbow, like the armor in the background.
Yeah.
And Daggz, you are all in sync.
Yep.
Also, that armor is really nice. I like that. I haven't seen the male version. That's pretty cool.
Yes. The eyeball is glowing.
Tentacles! Tentacles! That's from Namiel. That's from the one.
Yup.
The Elder Dragon.
Yep, it has the hoodie. Really oh my god, why am I winded?
Get drunk!
You get drunk!
Oh my god, it's just, yeah.
He got drunk in story time! Let's go. Lay story time upon me. We'll have another communal story time. Granted, we're not going to be in the room, but you know what? It'd be aight.
Boom.
Story time part A. Is we were celebrating my 21st birthday, and my at the time boyfriend thought that he was king shit on Turtle Island and wanted me to smoke on my birthday, even though past experiences never been a good thing with it.
Okay.
The fuck
like,
is A?
What kind? Just normal the smoke? Or are we rolling up again?
That good kush.
How good can it be? It's the dollar store.
Dollar kush?
Pretty much.
Oh, it's a family dollar kush.
He disagreed because I never had any reactions except for... Yeah, right?
Sorry.
And
down here in the South, we value that tobacco.
The wacky tobacco.
But anyway, because we had been drinking to celebrate my birthday, he was like, "Oh yeah, smoke with me," and I was like, "Yeah, fine, whatever." Like at that point in the relationship, a lot of it was, "Yeah, fine, whatever," just to get you to shut up. And so we were outside having our drinks, having a couple smokes, and I swear to whatever deity's listening to me, I heard his best friend ask for a back rub. Those words never escaped his mouth.
What did he
Like a shoulder massage.
Okay. I got to say, what did he ask for then if that was not what he asked for?
No, he didn't ask for anything. My brain put it in that he had asked for a back rub, and so I was rubbing his shoulders, and he goes, what are you doing? I was like, did you not ask for a shoulder rub? He goes, no, I wasn't talking about that at all. I was like, oh,
so
okay, I'm sorry. Apparently.
What the hell? Just roll with it.
And then I made some comment or other to my, at the time, boyfriend, and he took it as a sign to, hey, let's go have some fun.
Oh, fun. Hey, PG-13 no more.
I toned it down.
Yep, no, that ship has long since sunk.
We on a roll. No stopping now.
Yeah, so his friend looked at me, he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Sworn
it's the good
that
question.
I heard you ask for a shoulder rub, and he goes, no. We were talking about anime or some shit. I don't even remember what the conversation was about.
There you go.
Well, apparently somebody has hentai in the brain.
Well, you know what? Never mind. Bad answer. I take it back. Delete brain.
Yeah, no, the story, though, that Grim is referring to that entertains him was...
Boom.
I was 21, and I had just left the pothead. And my one aunt took me drinking, and I had so many drinks that night. I had the equivalent of, or I had bought, my aunt bought, whatever, 15 drinks but I had enough alcohol in my system that it was the equivalent of like 20 or something.
How were you
like
alive?
Very carefully.
See, my question is, but weed makes her pee.
Yeah, well.
And I'm the alien.
You are an alien. Get your own story time. But my aunt had taken me out drinking to drown my sorrows and whatnot, and so we started out at the Legion, had a couple of drinks there, then we went to a bar, grill, restaurant just up the street, had another couple drinks there, went to... we had food before we went out drinking. And then we went to a bar further up the street, and there the drinks started out from singles, went to doubles, and then the bartender was free-handing them. They were almost triples at that point.
Thank God.
And then
I would like to let you know, I don't really know what that means, but I assume it means lots of alcohol.
lots of alcohol, yes. Like a standard single shot is like 2 ounces of alcohol or something like that. It's fairly small.
Lovely.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what the ounces or whatever calculation thing is, but it's not very much alcohol if you're mixing it with other drinks.
Okay.
So obviously a double is stronger, and triples are not legal to be sold in restaurants or bars.
Okay.
Like, if you're pouring drinks at home, you can make it as strong as you want, but in public locations, the strongest they can serve you is a double.
Oh. Oh, that don't sound good.
So when I have a mini pitcher rum and coke at the bar, that's a double. And then they top it up with a lot of coke.
Okay. Yep, so you drink a lot.
I can drink a lot, and I can hold my liquor. And so, like I said, I had 15 drinks, but it was the equivalent of a lot.
Yeah.
And we went to one last bar, and at the last place that we went to shouldn't have served me because I was drunk off my skull. Like, I was beyond what I should have been served.
Oh, please, your money's good.
No, I get that. But I was super smashed, and I was showing everybody my tattoo, and it was a calf piece, so I was, like, lifting my pant leg to be like, look at my tattoo, have you seen my tattoo? And the ice cubes they had looked like eyeballs in my eyes because I was that loopy. Do you remember the Skechers Shape-Up shoes? They're basically like rocking shoes.
Vaguely. I never got them.
Okay, but you are aware of what they are for the most part? Yeah, I had them.
Okay.
I was wearing them.
Okay.
I couldn't walk straight in them sober. Add in a shit ton of booze into my system. I was not walking home in them at all.
Okay.
Thankfully, I didn't live far from where we were. Like, it's all walking distance from my mother's house. I was tempted to. I wouldn't have gotten back up if I had leaned down to take my shoes off.
Okay.
So my aunt and I walk across the street, and anyway, his is latched into it. But so we walk across the street, and we get just past the lights, and I lean up on a chain link fence with so much oomph that I dented the fence.
Oh.
I've never been a particularly small individual, and my aunt just kind of dropped me on this fence. Like, to lean me against it, but she kind of dropped me on it. So she goes, oh, I shouldn't leave you there. So she stands me up, leans me against the telephone pole. I'm hugging the telephone pole. I'm calling it my new best friend. I'm just chattering away. My aunt calls my mom. She goes, you gotta come get your kid. There is no way she's walking home like this. And at the top of my lungs, I go, hi, mommy! Like, completely fucked. And so my mom's laughing in the background. And she is like, yeah, okay, where are you? I'll come get you. It's like, yeah, we're just up the street. We just left the bar. There's no way is this kid walking home the block and a half to the house. She goes, okay, I'll come get you.
In my life. Continue.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Not done yet. So my mom at the time had a Dodge Grand Caravan.
Okay.
7-seater. So 3 in the back seat, 2 in the middle seat, 2 in the front. Okay. So there's my mom in the driver's seat. There's my French-Canadian Roman Catholic grandmother in passenger seat.
Okay.
My eldest aunt and my uncle were in the very back of the van. Because, I needed... My one aunt and I needed the middle seats.
Okay.
And I had just gotten tattooed a couple days before. And my grandmother hates tattoos.
Okay.
And so my mom pulls up, and I'm giggling and babbling and just making all kinds of nuisance nonsense of myself. My aunt opens the car door and just kind of nudges me, and I kind of sprawl into the car. My grandmother goes, I'm very disappointed in you, Fee. She likes to remind me I'm a girl when she's mad at me. So I'm very disappointed in you, Fee. And me, in my drunken smartness, said, Granma-mamamama, because apparently Grandmama was too short. I said, you're disappointed in me because I'm drunk and because I have a tattoo. And I looked at my mom and I was like, Mommy. She goes, what, Muffy? That's my Granma-mamamama is a big stick in the mud. And I leaned back and I smacked my aunt and my uncle in the back of this van in the face. And they were both each in a window seat.
This is the best thing I've heard in my life.
So the people got
Mother.
smacked in the face.
Hell.
And then, so what?
She burped and it vibrated my chair.
Oh wow, that's a good burp then.
I was like,
That's a very good burp then. But
that's all I gotta say. You go.
Right? And so we get back to my mom's house, and I'm making all kinds of commentary in and along the 2.5 minute drive it takes to get down the street. And so we get to the house.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, get me up the stairs, up to the front porch. And I was like, okay, we're good. And then it was another step up into the house, because it's 3 steps, a bit of a walkway, and then the stairs to the house, which I think is 5 steps, whatever. And then there's the step into the house from the porch. So we get me onto the couch.
Okay.
And I decide that, I had to pee, so I was making all kinds of commentary, and I was like, uh-oh. I'm like, okay, so they helped me get up the stairs. Mind you, I'm still wearing the Rocky shoes that should not exist.
God.
So my mom's like, you know what, just crawl up the stairs, you can take up your shoes when you get up there. It's like, okay, and so I crawled up the stairs, And I get up and I take my shoes, and my aunt literally peed herself laughing at my commentary and the nonsense that was coming out of me. She took me out drinking, got me smashed, and after she was done with me, she was going out on a date herself, and I'm just like, so she had to change because she was laughing so hard. And then, so my mom finally gets me in bed.
Okay.
I had a Tinkerbell poster above my bed because she's one of my favorite fairies. So I'm like using my legs to spin around like an idiot. And I go, Mommy! And she goes, what, Muffy? And I said, Mommy, Tinkerbell is spinning. She goes, no, baby, that's you spinning. You're using your legs. I'm like, no, look, Tinkerbell is spinning. She grabbed my legs to stop me to move. She grabbed me to stop me moving. She's like, no, baby, it's you spinning. I'm like, oh. And then I was making a whole bunch of commotion, and I said to her, I was like, Mommy, I think I need the bucket. She goes, okay. So she gives me the bucket. I did not hurl. I hugged the bucket.
Oh, your best friend.
He became my best friend. He was my new best friend, and I was leaning on.
Awesome.
So my bed frame was 3.5 feet off the ground. It was considerably high compared to what I've got currently. But so I was leaning, and this is Grim's favorite part. I was leaning off the bed. You know those balance birds that they balance on their beak on your finger or on? Yeah, I was that bird. Only the beak was my hips.
Oh God.
I was almost perpendicular to my bed because my head and my torso was near the floor because I was hugging the bucket and my legs were almost straight up. And I was like, this is my new best friend. And my other grandmother, the grandmother I lived with, was deaf,
pictures?
but the lights... No. No, there were no pictures. Deaf, but the lights were on, so she woke up because of it. She goes, what's going on? And my mom goes, Kayla's really drunk. And she kind of looked at me and rolled her eyes, and she was like, yeah, she's drunk. And I kind of bobbed my head up, and I was like, my nanny, because that's how I differentiated between my grandmothers. My grandmother on my mom's side is Kamama, or Ma, and then my grandmother on my dad's side was Nanny. And so I was like, Mummy. She goes, what, Muffy? I said, my nanny is a little stick in the mud. And I put my fingers together, like really, really little. And I said, but Mummy, my Granma-mamamama is a big stick in the mud. And she goes, all right then. And just laughing at me the whole time. And so every few minutes I'd be like, Mommy. And she was finally getting tired of me. She goes, shut up and go to sleep, kid.
Shut up and go to sleep.
And it's like, but pretty much. And at one point, it was, Mommy. She goes, nope, go to sleep. Mommy. She goes, what, Muffy? And I would ramble off some nonsense of, I love you, or somebody's a stick in the mud, or the bucket is my new best friend. Like, I was commentary out the nose. I finally shut up and went to sleep about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
My early creature, like, doesn't matter how little sleep she gets, she will be up and mostly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as of, 6. I have an agreement with 6 o'clock that I'm awake, don't expect bright-eye or bushy-tail. You want bright-eye and bushy, go find yourself a squirrel kind of deal. My mom is that squirrel. My mom is that squirrel. She's very much like, once she's up, and she's ready to go, and she's, hi, how's it going? I'm like, you shut up. So, my mom had cards or darts or something at the Legion the very next day of my drunken escapades. My aunt also had cards or darts. She was playing the same Legion sports thing with my mom. So I finally shut up about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I get up around 8, go downstairs, have some breakfast, I grab my Lucky Charms, I grab my fruit punch, I go sit on the couch and watch cartoons. Because that's what I did on Saturday mornings at my mom's house, was I would have cereal, drink fruit punch, and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
They were in the middle of a break in their game. Mom calls me. And she goes, how you feeling? I said, I'm tired. What time did I finally shut up? She goes, probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I know you had to be up. She goes, don't worry about it. She goes, how's your head? I'm like, I'm fine. She goes, how's your stomach? I said, I'm fine. Said, did you wake up, your mouth was dry? I said, no. Did you throw up? I said, I didn't throw up during the night. I didn't throw up when I woke up. And so I just, she goes, well, then how are you feeling? I said, well, I'm tired. I apparently only got like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the couch, I'm eating my cereal, I'm watching my cartoons, drinking my fruit punch. She goes, okay, no problem. And she goes, alright. Then, I wished her luck, and not 10 seconds after my mom gets off the phone with me, my aunt calls me, sounding like death warmed over 3 times.
Oh.
Like, she sounded haggard. And she goes, so how are you feeling? I said, well, I'm tired. Apparently I didn't shut up till 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. But, I'm feeling okay. She goes, no headache? Said, no. Said, did you throw up? Said, no. Last night or this morning? Not at all. She goes, was your mouth dry? Said, no. She goes, your stomach upset? Said, no. She goes, you little bitch, you're just like your mother. Click, and hangs up on me. I don't get hangover. I had enough booze in my system to probably trank a small animal, and I got
Mama.
loopy.
Hey, Mama, when I get drunk for the first time, I want you to take a video so I can send it to GrimDaggz, okay? Awesome. There we go.
I'm sure it will be worth the wait.
Will not be quite
Very.
as eventful as what I've just heard.
Well, to be fair, mine, like my first big drink out session, because I've had a few drinks here and there. Like I'm French Canadian. I was raised having a glass of wine with dinner since I was 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a drowning in self-pity, getting over scuzzy boyfriend. Like, it was the typical, you've been wronged, we're gonna drink this out night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can hold my liquor. And my aunt hates me for it.
I have one coworker, she got, for her 21st birthday, they took her out to get her drunk. And, she can't handle her liquor at all. So, she got absolutely hammered. So they had to carry her out of the bar.
Nice.
As they were carrying her out, these 2 guys who were walking in, she threw up on their shoes. On the way out the door. It gets all over her. It's all over the guys. They get her in the car.
Oh.
And at this point, she's like, y'all are really nice, like real drunk. Real frazzled. They get her home. Oh, well, not her home. They get her to, like, our mom friend's home. Get her to her house. And she has syrup all over her clothes. So they're like, okay, we need to give you a bath. We need to get in the shower. They start trying to push her into the bathroom. And, no, Brit. Miss Brittany's the best. But Brittany's like, okay, here, you gotta go get a shower. And she starts screaming. She's like, I don't want to take anything off for you! Like, she legit
Perfect.
was panicking. Like, they have a video of this because it's absolutely hilarious. And they had to hold her down to get her clothes off of her because they were just covered in vomit.
Yeah.
And they just throw her in the shower. Just throw her in there and turn the water on. And all you can hear is the videos. Where is everybody go? Oh, this is so shiny. And she's like talking to the water faucet. Like, all you can hear in the background is everybody dying laughing. Like, same. That's absolutely hilarious. And she's like, is this where the water comes from? Is there a giant faucet in the sky? Like, and then she falls asleep. Like, getting out, in the process of getting out of the tub, she falls asleep. Like, just
that's a neat
on
trick.
the floor. Like, cause like, they have, you know how the tub usually has like the side right there? She was draped over it, snoring.
That's awesome.
She made it.
Man, I don't know if I want to go drinking with them ever. I'll die. I'll just die. Straight up die.
Oh
Don't
my-
hurt me, mother.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
good times.
no, it won't be any better. She gonna be like with her friends, and they gonna get real drunk. I need a designated driver. I ain't gotta worry about that yet, though, so I'm good. Yeah, I ain't too sure about that drinking part. My favorite thing, though, is like everybody, where we have a stressful day, what's the first thing that comes out of their mouth? I need tequila. And I'm like, well, going for the big guns now, aren't we?
Tequila and I
And the
have an
thing
agreement to
is-
disagree.
The thing is there is a Mexican restaurant right down the street
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
that sells, you've seen fish bowls.
Mm-hmm.
They sell you fish bowls
Mm-hmm.
of tequila slushy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am not about that tequila
Yeah.
life.
They get hammered. And like the day after we'll see Snapchats and they're like, oh my god, what happened? And we're like, well, you got drunk, sweetie.
Well, you introduced yourself to the tequila monster again.
Is
The
that what that
tequila,
means?
the tequila said you want to come back.
Yeah.
Aight.
To kill
Something
you.
else gonna come back. Something else gonna come back up, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't drink tequila. I drink rum.
Nice.
Tequila is not my friend.
Yeah, y'all have fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the designated driver's hilarious. Mother, are you implying you blackmailed your friends? What? What?
No, I want to hear the story. What happened?
Oh, that sounds good.
She
Yeah,
ain't
right?
got a blackmail because apparently she got enough shit on him without being drunk. What did your friends do? I don't get to hear the stories. Are they illegal? You didn't answer. Why are you not answering? Mama? What did you do? What did your friends do? You weren't even...
I want to hear the story.
You're not asleep. I'm not fooled. What do you mean, good night? Oh yeah, you do gotta work in the morning. Alright, so I gotta tell you a story of my grandfather. Real funny. So, he used to work in the army. And they all skipped. Why are you laughing? So they all skipped work one night. Yes, this is about the dead guy.
NANI?
So they all skip work and go
Nice
binge
title.
drinking, right? And they wake up the next morning all hungover. And there's like one guy lying in the back of a truck out. He's not waking up. So like, okay, yeah, whatever. Go back to sleep. Wake up hours later. And they start leaving. He's not getting up. So they just throw him in the back of the truck. Well, on the way back, turns out he died in the middle of the night while they were off base, skipping a wall, okay? And they have to come back. And didn't they get pulled over for speeding?
Uh-oh.
So they got pulled over for speeding. And of course, there's the dead dude in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
They got in trouble for that?
He's dead tired. We're taking him home.
Yeah, that's for sure. But of course, they're all sitting there, and this is like, what? The 40s? How old is Papa? The 50s? The 60s? Somewhere around there, I don't know. Stop laughing, Mother! Okay, oh yeah. It's 2019. Never mind. Okay, like the 60s or 70s. Not the point. Not the point. Not the point, Mama! Stop laughing, Mom! Anyway, they left the dead dude in the back of the truck for like hours. And somehow they did not all get arrested.
That's awesome.
That's not why I discharged him. Yeah. That's the dead guy story. We haven't been told a lot of other stories because I'm sure they're illegal. This one's borderline illegal.
Borderline.
But I'm sure the rest are worse.
But you make it seem like
I don't get to hear them, though.
all it was just a weekend at Bernie's.
My mother said that, and I don't know what that means. Mom? What's a weekend at Bernie's? You said that earlier, but I was... Why are you laughing? I'm sorry, what? What is this movie? What do you mean they take her... What? Why would you do that? He was a rich... He's dead! How much fun are you gonna have? I mean, unless you into that, but I don't think that's what the movie was about. I hope not. I hope not. What kind of movies you been watching, Mom?
Like, okay, you know how some people fake their deaths?
Oh, they know. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, this one, he faked his life.
He faked his...
So, he's dead.
I can't even. Are you telling me they made a life-size puppet?
No. They used...
No, they used the corpse.
His body as the puppet. Tied it to string, pull it, and stuff like that, have him waving at folks. Oh, yeah.
And people like this movie.
It's hilarious.
Well, my mother knows this movie, so obviously something...
Yeah.
What? Robert Downey Jr.
The day. It
Way
even
back
has
in the day.
Yes, 80s.
Mom.
It even has a sequel.
They made a second one?
You know, both you and my mother are saying the exact same things right now, one after the other.
Oh,
That's funny.
She was 3. She thought she could cook.
Okay.
So she's waking us up early in the morning and stuff like that. I said, Mom, what are you doing up? It's too early for this. I made cornbread. I'm like, you what?
Nani?
Like, and the house is still in one piece?
The house.
Like, what do you mean you made cornbread? Look. And she walked us over to the microwave, opened it up, and there,
You sound so sad.
on a plate, was a slice of bread covered in corn.
Show me your carrots!
Like, from the can. She made cornbread.
Okay, well, look, you want to hear a funny ass story about microwaves? Alright. I have a like 5, and we had a Christmas cup that it had lights on and everything, had batteries in it. Yeah, remember that. Had batteries in it. Little old me.
Oh.
I could barely reach the top of the stove, so I drag a chair into the kitchen so I could reach the microwave. And I make me like a cup of chocolate, and I'm like, hot chocolate, and I was like, I want to warm this up, so I put it in the microwave. In my cup that has a battery in it.
What?
And it goes around like 3 times, and I get off the stool to go grab the spoon and wash it off. So I didn't want to, I wanted to keep everything clean. I didn't want to get in trouble for making this. It was like maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. As soon as I turn around, that motherfucker explodes.
Boom!
And let me tell you,
What?
little me did not know the experience of shitting your pants, but that was it. That was 100% the feeling. Because I fell off the chair. I was still on the chair. I fell off the chair, hit the floor, and turned around, and like the microwave's still fucking going.
Oh my
And so I
god.
get up and I like open it, and I'm like, and it like smoke goes everywhere, and I'm like, shit. And so I like leave the door open, and I come around the corner to go stare down our hallway because it goes straight back to my parents' bedroom. And so I got around the corner, and I lowered my head, and I looked around the corner.
Oh.
And I didn't see anyone coming up the hallway, so I was like, okay, I'm safe. And I went back into the kitchen and I pulled it out, and I'm sitting there and I'm like looking at the cup, and it's like broken in half. There's fucking milk and chocolate everywhere in the microwave. Like, luckily the microwave plate thing was still intact.
Oh my god.
But I'm sitting up there thinking I'm safe, and so I pull it out of them. I'm like, I don't know what happened. And at that moment, my father comes around the corner. I don't see him come around the corner. And he goes, what? And then as soon as he starts talking, me and the cup go off the chair because I jumped. And I hit the floor, and I'm like that knocked all the breath out of me, and I'm staring at him like, what the hell just happened? And so that's the story of how I exploded my favorite little coffee cup. It's a little sad for me.
Oh wow.
That's unfortunate.
Boom!
My dad decided that he was going to cook something in the microwave, and I swear he just did this so that he would be banned from the kitchen forever.
Smart man.
This man used the hole punch can opener, not even like the one that takes off the whole lid.
I'm sorry, what?
NANI?
What?
Like the triangle can openers that you put off the Yep.
Yeah.
Use that on a can. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
Please tell me did not put the can in the microwave.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, God.
And he started it knowing full well what he was doing. I swear to God, he must have been grinning like a fool. Because all he did was put it in for 5 seconds, the microwave exploded.
Skip it up and down up.
Oh, shit.
That's all it needs.
Oh, man, back when I was in high school, we had one of my teachers had Chick-fil-A. And Chick-fil-A, the packets they come in.
Oh
the
no.
sandwich packets. The inside is lined with metal.
Oh
It's like
no.
tape. And so she put it in the microwave.
Oh god.
And we're in the middle of having class, and she's like going through the lesson, and one of the students on the front row raises their hand and he goes, Miss Hawk. She doesn't pay any attention. She's like, raise your hand and I will call on you. And he's like, your microwave's on fire. And at that moment, everybody looks over, and the entire fucking microwave is in flames. And we're like, oh! Like, we had to have a kid go pull the fire alarm. Like, the microwave's on fire. Like, we didn't have a fire extinguisher in the room. It was out in the hallway. Like, she had to run and go get the fire extinguisher from the hallway.
Oh, glorious.
To the day I graduated, there was a black spot in that room on the floor and on the wall behind it, because it was just like a concrete wall.
Yeah.
It was all black from where the microwave had just caught fire. Thankfully, it didn't explode, but don't know how it didn't explode. She tried to kill us all with a microwave with a chicken sandwich, and we never let her forget it.
Oh,
That was an experience.
sounds like it.
Boom.
Okay, so little backstory on it
Oh Lord.
is I was looking for ideas for Xmas stuff for my niece and nephew.
Why?
Because I'm the cool aunt that wants to get them stuff that will entertain them and, you know, save your sister's sanity.
I mean, I'm more like, why does it exist? But go ahead.
Anyway, so on Amazon it has the option of, you know, here's the deals, get your holiday shopping started. And so I clicked on holiday, and I clicked on toys and games, and I clicked on figures. And the first thing that pops up is, you know, is not an action figure of any way, shape, or form. It's a stuffed pink uterus with a smiley face.
What the fuck is that?
So I put it into the meme team and was like, I have questions. 1, why is this a thing? 2, why is it the first suggestion on a list for children's toys? 3, why does it have a face? And then this fool asks why it's next to Pepper Pig.
They have it next to Peppa Pig. That's children will see that. Just saying. Just saying.
Kill it with fire.
Burn it.
Earlier today, I was with GrimDaggz, and we caught an orb on video. Grim has posted the video on his TikTok. So you can go there, go on TikTok, find Grim, and he posted a video of us filming this orb. Now, I get home, and I play this game, and then, you know, I do the little miniature games. I finished it, I started recording, everything's fine. GrimDaggz started texting me, the video recording stopped, and as soon as I click record screen, that video showed up. Creepy picture. Jesus fuck. Of course, when I start recording, I don't like that, guys. I just literally just started recording because my recording was fucked up. The fuck? I don't like this game no more. It is fucked up. There's fucked up. There's Slenderman behind you. I literally just started recording because it cut out and I started recording again and then the fucking video came on. Yo. The fuck? So, and now it did this. I didn't click anything on my phone. I'm gonna stop recording. So, freaky shit's happening. This is a great Halloween, but I'm not okay. I'm gonna sleep with the lights on tonight. I'm telling you that much. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm definitely gonna sleep with the lights on tonight. Like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys when I do this series. Bye.
NANI?
Skateboarding. Ran down the driveway, and a car came, hit him, and he bounced off the car.
Oof.
He survived for a week, but he ended up passing away.
Damn.
And it was a detrimental thing to me because everybody in our neighborhood had a friend. So everybody in the neighborhood had one person that was their age. that was their age that they could be friends with, right? I didn't have a friend because mine had passed away. So it was something that affected me, and you know, it wasn't until I got older and learned that when he passed away, all his organs got donated to 5 different people and saved 5 different lives.
Wow.
Yeah. So that made me want to be better than him and outdo him to become better as a person. So that's why I started when I got to junior high school. It was like my 9th grade year. I started doing really good things, started focusing on the good in life and focusing on those paths. And then I met my best friend a year later, who we've been friends with. He moved in next door to me. He's like a brother to me. And then I met him, and it was 2012, and his father passed away of cancer. His father left him $750,000, and he had all the money in the world. And me and him did some crazy stuff together. It wasn't until a couple months ago, you know, he fell into a deep depression because of it. Like, there's just, money can't solve a broken heart. It just can't. It was a couple months ago, we sat on the front porch, and he said to me, he looked me dead in the eye. He said to me, he said, dude, if I could give every single penny that I got from him back, just for one moment, to tell him that I love him again, and that I miss him, I'd give every penny back.
Yeah.
And to me, I was just changed my whole perspective. Did a perspective change for me. I started focusing on the smaller things in life, you know, the things that are important to me. You know, I went through, you know, when I met my girl, we went through a rough time with her family in the beginning. And, you know, there was a lot of things that we struggled with. But 4 years later, here we are. You know, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I wouldn't care to be anywhere else, because the small things in life that, you know, we look at the same things. You know, she lets me sit here and game when I want to, have fun when I want to. You know, those are the important things in life. And before, I never realized that, you know, until I heard that statement. And then I, like, you know, we went through a struggle about a summer ago, and I wasn't sure, like, if this is where I wanted to be, this, that, the other thing. And then I woke up one morning, and it hit me stone cold in the face, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And I woke up, and I called her, and I said, you know, we need to get back together. And from that point, it's been smooth sailing from there, because I know this is where my heart is. This is where, you know, whether her parents are happy that I'm here or my parents are happy that she's here, it's not about that. It's about what we're happy with, you know. And we've created a home, we've created a house. You know, a week or 2 weeks after I met her, I was like, we need to get an apartment together. Would you want to get an apartment together? We got an apartment together a year later, and we've just been smooth sailing. It's great. I love it. But yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta take that leap, take the risk. Dude. Just do it.
And sometimes you need to struggle with borders that don't want to let you through.
Don't remind me. Oh my God! But that's pretty much the reason why I'm here now.
Yes.
Right? You know, because we said screw it. Let's just do it.
Right. Right.
Remember that. Screw it. Let's just do it.
Right. You have
Can we
to.
quote you on that?
Yeah.
Can we quote you?
Because
well, they could apply that to whatever they feel like, but that's exactly how it went down.
I'll take your word for it.
There it is. But
life is too short, man.